Transformers 1 trailer looks pretty good. All the characters are designed pretty decently. Orion Pax look okay. Ariel looks okay. D16 look okay. B127 looks okay. But do you know which character could have been better than having B127? Ultra Magnus. And it's just so peculiar how Hasbro just ignores all these other Transformer characters. You don't always have to have Bumblebee at the forefront of these films. Before the Michael Bay movies, the Transformers went in different directions. They didn't just stick to just a small collection of characters. Optimus Prime was the centerpiece. Everyone else is secondary. No matter how much Hasbro will want to shove this character, Bumblebee, down the throats of millions, Optimus Prime was the centerpiece. Bumblebee is just a very overexposed character for younger audience, but he does not make up Transformers. And I think the relationship of Ultra Magnus and Orion Pax could have been interesting. But no, we have to always have Bumblebee nearby or in a more important role. And think about it. It makes sense for Ariel to be a part of the story. This goes all the way back to the original 1984 cartoon. So why not have Ultra Magnus? Because in the movie, Ultra Magnus seems like he was close to Optimus Prime. And he feels like he is just as old as Optimus. Bumblebee is just young, right? So why couldn't it be that Optimus Prime just meets Bumblebee much later? But Bumblebee has to be in every daggone piece of media, even though he was not a centerpiece at the beginning of this franchise. But no, we have to have him every blasted ounce of media. Sometimes I wish I can go back before the Bayformers that just populated that character beyond all the other characters. It's like none of them are as important as Bumblebee. You can always guarantee that Optimus Prime will have a foothold in any sort of media, which he should. He is the centerpiece of the Autobots. He is the leader of the Autobots. But Bumblebee is just a scout. And there are other characters who have important roles in the Autobot ranks. So why is it that he is so important over all of them? Because that wasn't in the original cartoon. He had his moments, but he was just as important as Ratchet, Ironhide, Jazz. But because he is small, then Hasbro will assume he's the young character. So let's make him a kid appeal character. That's a stinking stereotype. But I feel like if you had Ultra Magnus at the first spot, that could have done a couple of things. For starters, people will be able to see Ultra Magnus again for a long period of time had they not watched any of the cartoons. From Generation 1, people knew about Ultra Magnus from the 1986 movie. Secondly, but more importantly, audience could have seen another relationship, a particular relationship that many people don't really know of. You could have this movie expand on the relationship between Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus, how these two rose to the ranks as brother in arms. So these people know, they know because they have Ariel, they have a Leader 1 Ariel, so they understand what the Generation 1 cartoon had. That's why they have a Leader 1 Ariel in the movie. I mean, just Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, it's like, what is the relationship supposed to be? What about the other relationships Optimus Prime has with the other Transformers that will become the Autobots? Where's that? It's a big universe. I just think Ultra Magnus could have had an interesting part in this movie. But that's all. What is your opinion on this? Now that I brought this up, this is Lights 126 saying to all of one.